Good evening, Board of Directors. My name is Elsie Tucker, and I am part of the Board family for 13 years. I clean and maintain one of the busiest stations. I'm a system service worker and a member of SEIU. I work at Powell Street. I sweep and polish the floors, clean up litter, waste, and clean the bathrooms. I live here in Oakland with my my 3 kids. I love Oakland and take pride in being part of Bart, the system that so many residents of Oakland depend on. Bart workers like me work hard. We put the safety and the comfort of the riders first. Even when the trains aren't running, we are at work 24/7, 7 days a week. We want to improve the system and rely on Bart for the riders and make sure that we can keep the trains running on time. We want to improve our work conditions so that Bart is safe both for riders and the people who clean and inspect and repair the system every day. We ask that when you are talking about the budget and the future of the Bart, not to forget us, the workers, and the men and women who keep this system running. Thank you.
Thank you. Victor Garnica, followed by Jonathan Baer.
Good evening, Board of Directors. My name is Victor Garnica. I'm a transit vehicle mechanic, and I am currently working out of the Hayward Yard. I am a resident of the city of Fremont. I've been with the Bart family for 23 years now, and I also serve as a chief shop steward for my fellow mechanics in my yard. I'm here today as you consider the future of the district. You also consider the future of the workforce in the district, and also consider the fact that we take great pride in providing reliable and safe service to the riding public. That is big to us. There's a lot of hardworking people at Bart that do take great pride in their jobs. I currently build gear units for the wheel axle assemblies on the transit vehicles. And I take pride in the fact that I put out a product that is good quality. With that being said, on behalf of the Service Employees International 1021 Bart chapter, I thank you for your time.
Thank you. Jonathan Baer, followed by Clarissa Obensagen.
Good evening, directors. Thank you for your time. My name is Jonathan Baer, and I'm a resident of Oakland. I appreciate this opportunity to be here at this evening meeting and have the opportunity to participate in the discussions and decision-making that you make for this important transit system. On this item on the budget, I would like to applaud your efforts toward making a more sustainable budget, a budget that prioritizes the state of good repair, which is so vital to the operation of the system, that is vital to the economy of the Bay Area. The state of good repair is the capacity issues and the repair issues that face Bart riders are potentially crippling to the system, and not only uncomfortable for riders, but potentially making it impossible to use the system to its fullest capacity. And so I appreciate this look at the long-term sustainability of the system and looking at these needs. For example, tonight you have many people here to talk about the need for bicycle access on BART, and that really is a capacity issue. And so addressing these capacity issues address the issues of all of the riders. So thank you very much for looking at the capacity and the state of good repair in the BART budget. Thank you.
Thank you. Clarissa Obensagen, followed by Robin Ryan.
Good evening, Board Directors. You heard from me last meeting. My name is Clarissa Obensagen. I'm with Transform. I was born and raised in San Francisco, and I've been riding BART since God knows when, since as little as I can, young as I can remember. I've never owned a car. I've never consistently driven one. I can honestly say that I haven't even driven across the Bay Bridge. Bart has been a lifeline to me. I represent the generation of Bay Area residents that Bart needs to plan for. Your budget memo says that it's prioritizing the needs of your current riders and looking ahead to sustaining the service riders like me have depended on and come to rely on. Bart is doing a great job in critical efforts to determine its state of good repair priorities, making firm decisions that put customer needs at the top of that list. I'm here to reiterate that Bart has $6 billion in critical system asset replacement and rehab over the next 10 years, and its future depends on maintaining the backbone of its aging system. I urge you to respect your MetroVision process and the top priorities you outline in your draft budget memo, which prioritizes state of good repair. Keep this maintenance first and expansion later outlook when finalizing this year's budget. Bart has vital system reinvestment needs that remain significantly underfunded. At the same time, the system is trying to respond to unprecedented levels of ridership, 6% annually in the past 2 years. So do not sidestep the processes you've set up here to determine your budget priorities. Your riders, as you will see later on, they're all out there waiting for you. Please listen to them. They want on-time performance, cleanliness of the system, safety, reliability first, and to lift the ban on bikes on Bart. Sorry, I'm a little sick today. Thank you.
Robin Ryan.
Hi, Board of Directors. I also very much appreciate this opportunity to speak in the evening. I wouldn't be able to make a daytime meeting. And I'm actually here with a lot of questions about rumors I hear about the way that the BART budget is going to be spent. And I'm hoping to combine a couple of the comments on topic 3D and 5A. Would that be permissible?
What is 5A?
5A is the bike issue.
No, we're not going to get into that now, so just talk
Okay.
about the
They're
budget.
very connected for me, but,
Yes.
so I would like to see your budget priorities be based on repairs and service. I've just been introduced to this idea of transit villages and retail outlets that you might be looking towards spending your money on in the coming years at the expense of riders and fare increases. I already pay $7.30 to come across from San Francisco, where I live, to Oakland, where I work every day. There's no other option for me. I'm also I don't own a vehicle. Bikes and BART and Muni are the only way I have to get around. And it's very expensive for me to go to work. So if you are thinking about raising fares in order to build another outlet for San Franciscans or for the Bay Area people to spend their money, we don't need any other places to spend our money. There are lots of options. The escalator at the Glen Park station where I live has been broken pretty much 75% of the last year. It's actually very challenging to get an elevator for those people who can't get up and down the stairs. I see that problem over and over again. I don't know I don't know, I've heard rumors also about you outsourcing the manufacture of BART trains, and I don't understand that because we're in a situation in our U.S. economy today where unemployment is so great, I don't understand why you would go out of the country in order to buy more trains. And I'd like to see some real education for riders who can't make these meetings to introduce the ideas of transit villages, outsourcing your trains, and what is cybersecurity? I don't understand what you're spending your money on when you talk about cybersecurity, and as a writer, I would like to know what that means to me. So those are some of the basic issues about budgeting, and I'll be back to talk about bicycles when I have that opportunity. So thank you very much.
Thank you. John Arantes, and while John's coming up, I just want to say that there are no car builders in the United States. So Bombardier is our car builder, but that company is assembling the cars and putting a lot of 60%, 2/3 of the components are U.S. components. So we are employing American workers with the cars. John?
Thank you. John Arantes, President of Bart Chapter, ex-current transit vehicle mechanic that keeps these trains running. Good evening, directors, general manager, staff. I keep hearing this word used by the district, state of good repair. To me, all it is a scare tactic to scare the public and our patrons as a way for you to explain how, after taking $100 million out of our backs, you dare to come up here and try to do it again. For the last 40 years, Bart's been running. What have we been doing? Keeping the system in bad repair? Nobody's been fixing these cars? Nobody's been maintaining the system? We are out there every year. It's not like all of a sudden you woke up and the cars were broken and the system was broken. It's been broken forever. And we keep this system running. Stop using these words as a way to punish us and whip us around. I don't appreciate it. I get angry. Because we sacrifice. We've been sacrificing. Workman's comp. You don't care about safety. Then our members get hurt. Your costs go up. Why? Because you don't invest in safe techniques. You don't listen to your workers. You ignore your workers. So your costs go up. So if anybody's responsible for that, it's you. All of the district. Step it up. Listen to the workers. Work with the workers. And we're going to have a state of good repair like we've been keeping this system in state of good repair for the last 40 years. That's why you got 400,000 people riding Bart. Thank you.
That concludes the public comment period of this, and I'm going to turn it back to the board and Director Blaylock.
Yes, thank you. I wanted to speak to the issue of the funding for extensions. I started out this year thinking that we should quickly poke a large chunk of dough in for the Bart to the Beach and a smaller piece, I guess, into W Bart. I've since done a little bit of looking around, and in terms of the Bart extension policy, which is quite old, I know I can find those extensions on there, and we've done pretty good at doing the extensions out of our extension policy, which is several years old. So, and the San Francisco extension is one of the ones that's on there, and I'm anxious to see the data that will come out of our metro study, because it should shine a light on where to go next. On this side of the bay, on the I-80 corridor, there's a project underway as we speak. Alameda County is doing it. They have $80 million from the state of California and $12 million of Alameda's money.